Baby girl, I really, baby girl, I really, baby girl, I really. I know you say you never, no. Baby girl, I really need your body. I know you say you never need nobody, but baby, I just wanna heal your body. Bring it closer, let me feel your body. Baby girl, I really need your body. I know you say you never need nobody, but baby, I just wanna heal your body. Bring it closer, let me feel your body. Now, baby girl, just rock with me, and let me show you what I do. Come and let me put a dig up on you, and never let these other niggas clown you. Rock with me, and let me show you what I do. Come and let me put a dig up on you, and never let these other niggas clown you. Baby girl, I really, baby girl, I really, baby girl, I really. I know you say you never, no. Baby girl, I really need your body. I know you say you never need nobody, but baby, I just wanna heal your body. Bring it closer, let me feel your body. Baby girl, I really need your body. I know you say you never need nobody, but baby, I just wanna heal your body. Bring it closer, let me feel your body. Now, baby girl, just rock with me, and let me show you what I do. Come and let me put a dig up on you, and never let these other niggas clown you. Rock with me, and let me show you what I do. Come and let me put a dig up on you, and never let these other niggas clown you.
At some point, you know, so that's one thing I actually
The show starts in
lower level consciousness.
Yeah.
3, 2, 1, go.
Hold on, that ain't even right. I was so fucking excited, I forgot to cut the camera on. We are locked in, live from It's Gorgeous Radio, Washington, D.C. It's your boy, Also Focus, also known as Mr. King, not your nigga. And tonight, I got the beautiful Quetta with me, you know, and saying she locked it. I miss her so much. How you feeling, love?
I'm doing wonderful. So glad to be back.
Man, it is a pleasure. It is a pleasure. Look. Look, we are locked in. We are locked in. We are locked in. We are locked in. It's a pleasure to have y'all locked in with us tonight. As y'all see, Talk Real to Me is now screaming on It's Gorgeous Radio. You know what I'm saying? We doing bigger things. You know, we got sponsors. We have little networkers and shit. You know, things are switching up a little bit. I'm not in my living room anymore. You know, it's getting a little different. You know, conversations getting a little different now. Yeah, motherfucker called me the other day, said, could we talk? I said, how much you got? I'm just being honest. Things are changing. And that's why I'm checking. There you go. But Quetta, how have you been, man? It's been a while. Like, what's up with you? How's the little one?
It's good. You know, it's been a lot of school, kids, private. But he's doing well. We've had to make some changes, do some things a little different. But it's been hopeful.
Like, I was just in here talking to Quetta about kids. We do have some guests with us today. Before we bring them in, like, I was just in here talking to Quetta about kids, right? And I was telling her, like, I don't even have a child with Quetta, you know, and I said, thank you. You know, thank you, baby. You know, thank you. I appreciate you. And she's like, what? You know, look, I have my son, you know, full time now, you know what I'm saying? And it's crazy. Quetta, the mic is here. Yeah, talk more, Lord, okay. So I can hear you. You know, it's crazy. You know, I love my boy, but I'm like, God damn, sometimes I be forgetting he in the living room and shit. Like, I ain't used to it. I'm not used to being a 24-hour father. You know, shit changed. It's beautiful. It is beautiful. But I want to give a shout out to you mothers who do it 24/7 and don't complain. You know what I'm saying? I love it. Shout out to you. You are important. You are important. Let me bring my guests in, man. I got some guests with me. Here tonight. You know what I'm saying? I got some familiar faces. You know, we got Pop in the building. EAP. How the fuck you feeling? How you doing, Pop?
I'm good, man. I'm good. How y'all feeling?
Man, we are locked in. You see, I got Kufu coming in as well. You know, he ain't here yet. Then I have Pete, you know, he right there in the comments, so he tuning in, man. Regardless, we're gonna get it in. It's a pleasure to have you in here, Pops. How you been? It's been a while since we sat down and chopped it up as well. You see, great minds think alike. We got the the yellow and the motherfucking black one. You know what I'm saying? Chewed up. How you feeling?
I'm good, man. I'm good, man. Glad to be here. Thanks for having me on the show.
How do you know that he want everybody to know this? You know, oh, Lord. See,
oh God.
That must be your
Oh
child.
God. Yeah, that's
this must be your child. Yo, it is definitely a pleasure to have you in here, man. Lock with us, Pops, man. I also got my brother, man. I got my brother Smoke, man. Smoke been hitting the streets with me lately. I don't know about y'all. A lot of people be saying, hey, they support you, Pop. Have you ever been through that? Motherfuckers be like, I support you, man. I support you. But when it's time to do some support, where the fuck you at? Where you at, man? Smoke been there, man. We've been in the streets, man, these last few days getting shit done, man. We working. You know, he actually over there in the other room right now. He in here with us. You know, I just ain't have another mic for him tonight. How you feeling, Smoke? How you feeling, bro?
What's up, man? I'm good, man. I'm in good spirits, man. You know, glad to be alive and in the building, man, with y'all, man. Seen some of y'all in a long time. Good to see Quetta, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to all the, you know what I'm saying, the fans, man. It's good to hook back up with King and you know, It's Gorgeous Radio and let y'all know what we got coming, you know. JP, what's up?
What's good with you, man?
Like I try to tell him, I created a space where it's cool to be your authentic self. You know, right here, we turn the pain into power. It's go time. It is go time. I got a question for y'all. You know what I'm saying? I got a question for y'all. And Pops, I'm going to start off with you. I ain't putting you on the spot, but I'm putting you on the spot. You know what I'm saying? You know, when it comes to jazzing up, because me, I like to jazz up. I like to, you know, I might not wear diamonds and you know, that type of stuff, but I do wear my stones. You know, I wear my stones. I like to be jeweled up. Oh, let me get this comment. I like to be jeweled up or whatnot. I do, but I ball on a budget. How much do it take for you? You know, you don't have to give me an exact quote, but for you to look good, like, you know, how much do it cost for you to look sweet?
Wow. It depends on where I'm going. It can range from the lowest $250 to maybe $800
for an outfit.
But see, it's like I said, it's predicated upon where I'm going. It's predicated upon the dynamics of the engagement. So it can cost. For me, it can cost, you know, especially if I need to look a certain way.
I can't do it. And I'm gonna start off by saying I ain't gonna judge, because if I had it, you know, people be saying they won't until you have. I don't know, if I had 800 to spend on the fit, I might just say. But at this moment, Pop, you know what I can do with that 800?
I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna be real. Let's be real. If you had it and you know everything else, all your bills and everything that is very important is taken care of, you won't do
it. I don't know. Quetta, yeah, you next. I really want to know. Like, how much do it cost for you to look good? Like you a lady. You know what I'm saying? You're a lady. So how much do it cost for you to look good?
I be in there, name brand heels, everything, name brand everything, and I think if I spent more than $20 on any particular item, like now, if I'm like we have Christmas events and stuff that I go to, like there's a particular boutique that I shop from, but I only shop there when they have on sales and this is something specific that I want, and I have a specific thing for it in mind, and even then, 150 is my max. And that's not because I don't have it. That's because I just do not. Like any particular article of clothing that I have, if it's more than $20, I'm thinking it's wrong. But I don't. That's just me personally. I don't put value in it. But I have Adam West, Jazz Size, named herself, but 9 times out of 10, it came out
Facts.
on 50% off sale day.
Right, or Marshalls or Ross, you know what I'm saying? Kufu, I know you just coming in. We're gonna catch you up, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna catch you up.
And I mean, I can put it together well. I mean, I cut right nice, but I did John Brown probably the whole thing, shoes, drawers, and everything. Ain't no more than $50.
Yo, for one, Kufu, I want to say it's a pleasure to have you in the building. Just like each and everybody in here, it's been a while since we all sat down, man, and been in each other's space, man. Cool, felt each other energy. So it's a pleasure, bro, to have you in here, bro. How you feeling?
Likewise.
It is go time. JP,
What's up,
you
man?
see he in the comments talking shit because he late. You know what I'm saying? How you late? How
Man,
you late? And you the one who said to set the time for the day. You know, sorry, I'm just joking. I was joking. He had things to do. He had to take care of the family now. But he in here, man. He in here. So it's somebody back here that I don't know who it is. I don't know who that is. Somebody you had to write in the chat. That's scary. Did I send the link out to somebody else? No, that's weird. That's weird. All right, so I asked y'all that for a reason. Kufu, you just coming in here, so let me catch you up. And Smoke, I want to hear yours too. So I'm gonna ask you the question, cool, and then Smoke, I want to hear from you, and Cool, then I want to hear from you. I want to know how much do it cost for you? The camera up there, I'm looking at myself. How much do it cost for you to look good? You know what I'm saying? Like it's money wise, like for you to go ahead for a day-to-day fit. We need a fit, Kufu. It's a show on the 28th. You know what I'm saying? How much you gonna go spend?
about $150 maybe.
150? You in the
About
Quetta
150.
range. You in the Quetta range.
Yeah, I ain't gonna go too much.
I'm gonna call that the Quetta range. I'm in the Quetta range. Okay. We're in the Quetta range. All right, what about you, Smoke?
Shit, I'm gonna call you, bro. Tell him the price for it. Early.
Facts,
Early, man.
bro.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, you know,
respect that.
I ain't gonna hold you. I'm gonna find something, try to find something local. You know what I'm saying? Probably about I say 120, depending on how much the swimsuit costs. If I got the right, you know what I'm saying? Go find Marshalls, Ross, or some thrift store, or something like that. I ain't gonna hold you. I'm gonna go to the thrift store, man. You know what I'm saying? They got some nice shit.
They don't sleep.
I agree.
Yeah, they do.
I agree.
They do.
And definitely,
Yeah,
you know,
you're right.
Smoke made a valid point with that. You know, he made a valid point with that. Because I do sell clothes. You know, you come and get you a sweatsuit for $60. You know what I'm saying? Be jazzed up. Look, Pop's got the outfit on now. Look, jazzy. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Pop, you ain't spent $300 on that.
Nah,
Or you just was just supporting. That's what it was.
no. I like it, but I mean, but like I said, it's subjective. It all depends on what you do, where you going. It all depends on how you roll as an individual.
It was, I mean, that too, but I think it's also on, you know, where you place your value. Like, to me, but now if it was a kitchen gadget, oh yes, I don't care what it costs, we getting it. But you know, but again, that's where I place my value. I don't place personally, like as long as I look neat, nice, presentable, and I'm dressed appropriately for the occasion. Like I said, it could cost me $2. It ain't costing me no more than $20 usually. But you know, that's just not where I place my value. But like, you know, where you might go all out on clothes, and I'm that type of person. You give me a kitchen gadget, or you stick me in a Home Goods, or sur la table, or somewhere like that. Like, I'm going for what?
Facts.
Right.
So I know your mic is a bit low, but could y'all hear at least? Like, you know, I know it's a bit low, but could y'all hear at least? Okay, I'm gonna get that fixed. Yeah, I'm gonna get that fixed.
It's like that.
You know,
Is that better?
two. So I believe that it's the mic that's here, you know, versus the mic that's here. It's not really picking up too good. But we'll fix that, you know. I'm gonna fix that. You know, you want to buy me a mic? Let's do it. You know what I'm saying? I'm taking donations. Buy me a whole new mic. Let's go. You know, I'll put the cash out
I can hear myself.
down here. There you go. See how good you can hear now? Talk again.
Yep.
It's
Test.
See?
Yeah.
No, okay, too loud now.
Yeah,
Okay.
there we go. That's a lot better. They testing. My mic sounds nice.
Check
Check one.
one.
My mic sounds nice.
Check
Check two.
two.
My mic sounds nice. Check three. I say, are you ready? It is go time. It is go time. It is go time. All right. So with that being said, y'all, y'all want to spend all this money on clothes. I call it unnecessary money, right? I want to show y'all this before I actually show y'all my clip. Let me see. Let me get to it. So Balenciaga, am I saying it right, you guys? They had dropped the shoe, right? And the shoe, Balenciaga is not they're not cheap. Hold on, I gotta find it. They're not cheap, but the shoe that they dropped was basically the same design as Skechers. Skechers, what you could get Skechers for like what, $20, $30?
Nah, they went up too.
It was like 50 plus.
$50 for real? I didn't even know
went up
Skechers was
now.
that much.
Yeah,
For
Skechers
real?
went up.
Yeah.
So you can get Skechers for that much for they like $50, $60. That's a little too much for some Skechers.
They like lacrosse now. They upscale.
It is.
Yep.
Nah, but no, look, make your point though, because I saw that earlier.
Yeah. I want to see. I'm about to bring it up for y'all now.
You about to show the clip. All right.
So here, no, I'm gonna show y'all the picture first. So this is the picture. I want y'all to look at the difference. This is the same exact shoe, you guys. And Pop, this is what you probably did. You probably like, nah, that's Skechers. I ain't about to pay that. But the Balenci's, just because they got the Balenci's on there, I'm gonna go ahead and pay. Versus the. Do you see that? That's the same shoe.
Same shoe.
But see,
Now, you know
my
what?
aunt used to work for MJ Sophie. I don't know, their textile, North Carolina is like home of the textiles. And so, there's all kinds of textile factories. So there was one in my hometown, like my aunt worked there, several of my cousins worked there. They would make stuff for Nike, and then they would make stuff for MJ Sophie. And it would be the exact same shirt, different tags. One costs $2, the other one costs $20 back then in the 90s, like $20, $25.
Y'all like them
real.
too?
Y'all-
And it's the exact same shirt. They just put a different tag on.
Man, you think it's a game. Y'all think it's a game.
thought it
Like
was just
when
a
I saw
fantasy.
that, Pops,
Y'all think
Pops, how you feel about that? Because Pops be spending
Man.
$800 on a fit. How you
Man.
feel about that post
Man.
there? Do you?
Remember, I'm gonna say it again. It's everybody's perspective and it's subjective. I would not spend that much money on them ugly shoes. Number one,
Thank you,
the
man.
ugliest.
Thank you,
I'm gonna be
man.
real with you. They ugly as hell. But see,
Yeah.
for me, I'm a suit guy. So the reason why my price would be high because I get my suits custom tailor made.
Taylor.
Ah.
So I'm a
Okay.
suit. I'm not a jeans and sweatsuit dude, but I still when I do the sweatsuit, that's why I like your shit because it's tight. But I'm a suit guy. So because I like the word shirt and tie, suit and tie, that's where the difference come into play. If you understand what I mean.
Yeah, and
Perfect.
So,
and
yes,
you're paying
that's like-
for that,
And
the
I'm
couture.
because my teller's in town right now. So that's a difference right there. But
Yeah,
I
that's
wouldn't
different.
those shoes, man, I ain't buying that shit. They ugly.
Terrible,
But I
man.
can
Them
see you
boys
spend,
terrible.
that
Oh, can we
money
cuss
if
on
you
here?
just wanna
My
be
bad.
nice.
Can we cuss on here?
Yeah, you sure can.
Oh,
Shit,
okay.
fuck. Shit,
Ah.
fuck down.
Can we all agree that the shoes is ugly though? We can all
Smoke,
agree
you
on
think
that.
them Giants ugly too, Smoke?
Man, I can't stand them fat. Them Jones look like a man. Come on, man. I mean,
I don't even like sneakers,
Or the
period.
Felix.
Those
it is because of the name. It got to be because of the name, and it just kind of like shows you. But a person can't honestly look at the shoes. Maybe the color schemes, but they're really not that good look at the shoe. Not to me, like they're actually ugly.
But I mean, I see a lot of the kids with them kind of.
They too big. They real
Like-
big. They make you look like they get clown shoes. You know?
Man, them joints ugly. There's no way
No.
in the world $800 for some ugly ass shoes.
This
I'm
is crazy
sorry,
though, right?
bro.
And niggas
Because-
bought Yeezys. They bought the
Somebody
Yeezys.
gave
So
them to me. I'd put them right in the good
I mean-
pile. Like, nah.
If somebody
I
gave them to
believe
me,
it's a
I'll put them on
mental
eBay.
thing. It's a mental thing, it's a trend thing. And the reason I say that is because of this clip here.
Behold, Palessi. We built a fake luxury store in Los Angeles and filled it with Payless shoes. The guests at our grand opening party had no idea.
Guests invited to check out what looked like a luxury shoe shop.
They're elegant, sophisticated. I just think it's so classy.
And I could tell it was made with high quality material.
A $35 shoe going for $645, an 1,800% markup. Store owners sat on their heels as fashion influencers emptied their wallets.
I would pay $400, $500. Yeah, people are gonna be like, where'd you get those? Those are amazing.
Then they're let in on the prank.
These are actually from Payless. You've got to be kidding me.
Shut up. Are you serious?
But those shoppers were refunded their money and they got to keep the shoes.
I got a business idea.
Wow.
No bullshit. Hey.
But that's again, that goes back to what I was saying about the shirts. Like a lot of these different places, they source their products from one place or one or two different places. The only difference is the tag, the label, the color of the box, and the price.
That shit is crazy.
Hey, knock off for life.
Kufu say he got a business idea, yo. Cool. Hey, Pops, would they had got you?
Man.
Yep. Grab nice suit. You gonna go grab that nice suit from over there. Get them $600 jokes.
They say, on top of that, they named the store Payless. Payless.
I think they get that all the time.
I believe that was a good experiment. Overall, I'm gonna honestly say that I believe that was a good experiment because it's crazy. I believe that. I mean, it's proven. That's what people do. That's what people do. I put a name on the store, or I put a brand on something, and I'm gonna put a price on it. Right now, man, my sweater's $25, but look, y'all keep buying that. 80,950 million per sweater. Look, come on, man. You see, look, that's what I'm worth. That's what I feel as though I'm worth. Y'all pay that shit for Michael Kors and all of them. So look, why not? How you doing, Miss Monica? How you doing, my nigga?
That's one of the reasons why they sell, never under price, because a lot of times the cheaper you price yourself, in people's mind, the cheaper the product. So you always set your price up because it subconsciously, innately instills that in the minds of others.
I agree.
That's true.
Hey, I got a question for, I'm gonna start off with the men. So I'm gonna start off with the men. But y'all, since we are on It's Gorgeous Radio, you guys, I need you to take this time to like, share, and subscribe because look, we got sponsors. See, when it comes to relationships, right? I don't mind relationships. I actually enjoy relationships. Depends on what type of relationship they are. Because I can have a relationship that lasts for 5 minutes or a relationship that lasts for years. So it depends on the nature of that relationship. I had to get that out all in one spiel. I'm working on my radio voice still, y'all. So I gotta get it all out. And I'm getting it. So, question: do you believe that putting a title to relationships make them overrated? Kufu, I'm gonna start with you. Being,
sure
I don't even want to say relationship. That's how I want to answer. Do you understand my question, or do I gotta reform the question?
Repeat the question one more time, so I'll make sure I answer.
Okay, putting titles to a relationship, and I'm not talking about friendships like me and you, that's my, what I'm saying. I'm talking about women and men. Putting titles to a relationship. Do you believe that complicates relationship or overrates? I'm gonna say that overrates relationship now in the days we live in.
Oh, all right. What I'll say is, in today's day and age, putting a title on anything at any point, to me anyway, doesn't really hold any weight with the people and the way people think. And now it doesn't really hold any weight. So you can say your boyfriend and girlfriend, but people still fuck other people. You know what I mean? Polygamy, with all that. I mean, it's everywhere. I mean, people don't really have any boundaries anymore. You know what I mean? Or they have any really morals or guidance or actually what they were looking for, or anything long term. Just right now. Everything's
So
just
you
right
cool with a girl saying, you know, Kufu, we not together. You know, you just this pussy yours when it's yours, but you know we not together. You know, you're not mine. I'm not yours. You rather that?
now. At this point, I'm just gonna slush you out and just let you go. That's just the way I feel at this point. Like we ain't. I'm not. If you boyfriend girlfriend type shit. You just got slutted out. And I'm just
That's it. Okay, so we are there. We there in life
You're
where
just
it's
at
like,
that
look,
point.
look,
At this
I
point,
don't need nothing to eat. Leave me alone. Like, good.
I don't really need shit. So
You gotta at least feed me.
You don't even
Come
want
on
nothing to
now.
eat. You don't need
fuck
Quetta. You don't
yourself.
even want nothing to eat. You know what I'm
I
saying?
mean, at this
So,
point, I can
look,
feed myself. Like, I mean, what if you ain't bringing shit else to my table? I mean, I can do this shit my damn self. You got pussy, all right, you can get that from anywhere. All right,
that's real.
all right.
What about hey pops? I'm gonna say you for last. Hey, what about you, Smoke? How do you feel as though that titles complicate relationships?
Yeah, they make it very complicated because once you give a person a title, they feel entitled to stuff that they not supposed to be entitled to because they ain't even really, work for it yet. So it kind of probably be like your fault for giving them a title that they haven't really earned. A lot of people base it on control. You give them that, oh, you my girlfriend. Now it's, who that? Where you going? All this, I say leave the titles out of it. The most important title that they forget is the friendship. You get what I'm saying? That's the most important title that you gotta remember from jump anyway. Like all that extra shit. If you ain't got the title of friendship, you shouldn't even be trying to go for it anyway. As soon as you give them that title, the whole friendship seems to go out the door. You get what I'm saying? So it's like, well, stay over there with the title. Just be my friend. That's the title I want. Be my friend.
That
Period.
makes sense. That makes sense. I don't even be wanting friends nowadays because they be taking that to the most. You
To the title.
supposed to. I ain't supposed to do shit. I'm not supposed to do shit. The fuck? You like y'all answered the phone, homie. The fuck? Nah, we ain't doing that. Nah, we ain't doing that. Quetta, how about you? Do you feel as though that titles complicate relationships?
I don't think titles complicate relationships. I think people complicate
Mm.
relationships. Because I mean, the main thing, no matter what type of relationship it is, whether it's platonic, romantic, it's communicating your wants, desires, needs, and expectations.
Facts.
So, if those things are communicated and those boundaries are set, this no matter where you are in the relationship, whether you're talking, dating, you're exclusive, you're a couple, whatever, if you make it known and make it understood, this is what I want, this is what I desire, this is what I'm expecting, this is what I require,
Mm.
then, whether there's a title or not, there's a clear understanding, there's a boundary set, and if boundaries are crossed and or broken, these are the consequences.
Mm. It's so crazy because your version it definitely it most definitely sounds great, but people don't be listening to shit these days. It be like you be talking to children. My dog listen to better than half of these motherfuckers that I meet nowadays. I say sit, she sat down. She sat down. I tell Shorty I don't want to be with you, and she like, King, like I don't know. So
And I have a friend like that. He's not looking for a relationship. He just wants, he has friends that he just hang out with. He's like, I'm done with this. He's like, married, divorced. We're not, doing anything romantic. And women they try to like, oh well, like you get with me, you gonna change your mind.
You
Like,
gonna
no,
change.
like they don't. No, he's laid out the boundaries, the expectations, and so then like when he cut them off, when they cross those, he's well, you did this. Like, no, I told you, I reminded you, I let you know
what it is.
and that's for me. If we aren't to the point where we can communicate freely, I don't want to be around anybody in any type of relationship, friendship or not, where I have to put on to be around you, or I have to dim my light to be around
To be
you, or
facts.
I have to, change the energy, from which I operate in order to just be around you. Or so if I can't speak freely, that's automatically like, you're not for me.
I totally agree. I totally agree, and I can understand your point. I'm about to get Pops. Because Pops, I want to know your point of view. Talk real to me.
Man, my point of view, first of all, let me say this. I'm older than everybody on here. So I'll be coming from a different angle. I believe it is overrated, you know. As in what you all had already said, from what I've already discovered in this time, in this era we living in, a lot of people, be it male or female, the moment that they get a title, they really do have the mindset to and believe that they are privileged. Like I am, like once you give me that title as your man or as your lady, I'm privileged to whatever it may be. They feel as though they're privileged to you um having to have to let them in on everything that is going on in your life. I'm from an area whereas I look at it like this. Before I can give you a title, I need to see what you bring into the table.
Facts.
Before I give you a title, as the lady has said, I'm not going to change who I am to compensate for you. I don't need to change my energy. I don't need to change my disposition. I don't need to change anything, for you. Now that I say to you, you my lady, now all of a sudden you want to come around, or she say I'm your man, or whatever it may be. Now all of a sudden you want to come around and say, can you stop doing this? Can you stop doing that? You can't do this. You can't do this, that, and that. It's like, Slim, slow your roll. Because just because I gave you the title, sometimes the title given can only be just because of respect, not love, not admiration, not all the other equalities or the other things that need to go into you getting the title. It's just because somebody just respect you. As my man said, we just friends. As she said, I'm giving you a title because I respect you. We just friends. Where else you want to go right now? Because I'm not in that space. I'm not in that place. To give the titles now in today's time, as far as so-called girlfriend, boyfriend, or stuff, Slim, that's it. That's
I
it.
agree.
Because as it was repeated also, there's a whole lot of openness going on. There is no to me, I want to be careful how I say it.
I like the word openness.
There's
A lot of openness going on.
it's a lot of openness going on. So when it comes to true love, something that is real, how can you say you truly love me and this is real when you want to have an open door to be with somebody else? So why would I give you a title if I'm going to allow you to be with somebody else? What's the point of you having a title? It doesn't make sense. Slim, you just want to fuck around. As my man Coop said, Slim, nigga, just bring me some Slurpee. That's it. It tastes good. It's wet. Get the fuck on. I don't need it.
That's it.
Because I don't need to give you. I don't need to give you a title.
Right.
As well as a man. A man should not be looking for a title from a lady.
Right.
If he's talking about, yeah, you be good, but I see this other ass right here. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
But then he get upset because then she turn around and do the same thing.
Right.
It's the dynamics of relationship in today's time is crazy. Now, if y'all just friends, that's a title. If we just friends and we just kicking it, that's a title, right?
It is.
Yeah.
But there's understanding with that. We just friends, we just kicking it. Now here's the problem. Gotta learn how to keep your emotions under control. As I stated earlier today when I was talking to my daughter, you got more niggas running around, more men running around here who won a title, but they got their emotions on their shoulders worse than a female.
Ooh.
They more sensitive than a female. Man, she looked at him because she said, "Oh, he handsome." Oh, it's like, nigga, slow, pipe that shit down.
Right.
Nigga, what are you doing?
That's some real shit.
You see what I'm saying? So titles or all, yeah, it's kind of overrated. If you really seeking for someone that's gonna be that person for you, and she's gonna be that one or he's gonna be that one, You don't need to have really a title because your heart is going to speak and let you know that that person is the one.
Yeah, vibes, man. Energy.
That's true.
It's not about the title. It's about the
Hey, listen to my heart. It's a heart. They be talking about, man. I be speaking in tongues. My heart must be speaking in tongues. I don't understand what he be saying.
What you say, Small?
Like you say, your heart gonna speak, man. Oh, my heart must be speaking in tongues, man. Cause my shit, I don't know, man. I don't even understand what the fuck my shit be saying. You know? Nah, for real though. Nah, for real. But that's a lot of knowledge, though. That's a lot of knowledge, though, man. Sometimes you gotta be very careful with that friend title as well. Like, you know.
Yeah, even that friend. Oh, that friend word is dangerous.
We tend to know what get them. We tend to know what get them in their feelings. We tend to know what get them in their feelings, being their friend. We still, you know, we're doing more, and then be like wondering why they trying to get a title. And it's like maybe you hitting that spot a little too much, making them feelings, you know, go when they're not supposed to go. Raw sex, that's what does it. You know, they tend to, you know, it's a different feeling. You know, you got to keep that thing on. You might not run into them ground. Just want to add that in there.
Let me. Go ahead, beautiful.
People don't realize the psychological bond that happens with orgasm, especially there's the feel-good chemicals, the serotonin and the dopamine, especially when a male orgasm is about 4,000 times released versus the female. Like the female has a steady stream of dopamine and serotonin when she's in the presence of the male, but the male's main impartation of dopamine and serotonin when he's in the female's presence is during orgasm. So, you know, I mean, that was one of the reasons why people were like abstinence, preach abstinence. They didn't know why, but there's a psychology behind it, so that you don't have a psychological bond to them without having any other type of emotional ties, where it's like a false bond. You are physically tied to them and psychologically tied to someone because they made you orgasm versus, you know, based upon similar likenesses, moral values versus an emotional bond. Oftentimes, those psychological ties are harder to break than an emotional tie. You know, we think that it's emotions, you know, that we love them or that, you know, but you don't even know the person. So how can you love them, you know, if you don't know them? No, you had an orgasm and now you are hyped up on dopamine and you're trying to get that high. You miss that high. It's the same thing as drugs. You get that first high or you get that, you know, level of dopamine and it's got you hooked. And so you're hooked on the feeling that the person gives you. You're not, you don't have any actual ties to the individual.
Question. Well, Pops, before you give your Pops, before you give your point of view, one thing I love about Quetta, another thing I love about Quetta, because I can name a rack of things I love about Quetta. Quetta knows, like, sometimes it don't even have nothing to do with sex, but she know how to make it about sex. You know what I'm saying? I'd be like, do this banana pudding sound good? She'd be like, well, the dopamine of the bananas, once you eat it to the left of the cheek, yes, it causes the blood. I'd be like, you know what I'm saying? She always find a way. That's why I love her. One of the reasons why I love her. Yeah. But it always be informal. It's always informal, and I love it. Like I most definitely love it. But what about you, Pops?
Yeah, I like what she was saying, and let me add to that.
The sex part.
Yeah, I like all that what she was saying because what she was saying is true, and what she said is true. Most people, the moment they do that, they find themselves, like she said, it's a drug. They become addicted to that person. So one of the things I always ask people, after sex, what do you have? What do you really have? What do you have to build on? Because I guarantee you can find 5 other chicks or 5 other dudes that can do the same thing. And every last one of those 5 women or females, I guarantee you, is 5 notches per 5-1. And guess what's going to happen? You still find yourself in the same situation. Now you back in love with her because now all of a sudden she done took it to a whole nother level. But what is it about her that you know? What is it about her spirit that you know? What is it about her that you know? What is it about him that you know? So if we're talking about titles and we talking about giving the titles in the relationship, it's a whole lot of, I mean, I can't give you a title because you make me feel good. See, I'm mature. Like I said, I'm older than y'all. Because you make me feel good on me, I'm gonna give you a title. Because you can get some good head on me, I'm gonna give you a title.
Right. I mean, he might call you head monster or something, but
yeah, it might call you head. Yeah.
I mean,
go ahead, bro.
In a sense, you kind of like when you let somebody in there, you kind of like she said, you don't really know that person, or you're not really into that person. You kind of like have given them a title that you wasn't even really supposed to. I mean, if you're really thinking about it, you giving yourself to somebody. When you just mentioned spirits and all of that, nah, you just like the only reason that head over might be better, or that pussy might be better. She might be eating something a little better than her. You never know. She might drink sodas all day. She might drink motherfucking smoothies all day. That pussy might be hitting a little hard over there, and her energy or whatever, or her spirit might be a little more what you attached to, opposed to you just fucking her. She might be going through a whole. It's like eating a piece of meat. You know what I'm saying? If that person, if you don't know what type of spirits you're really getting into, because when that's what you're doing, you're trading spirits. So when you put yourself up in that woman or whatever, and you wonder why this going on and that going on, and you feel a certain type of way, whatever, you better check who you might want to check on what you just entitled them to. You get what I'm saying? You didn't entitle them to produce a feeling, like you said, to produce a feeling, to work up on some dopamine, but it might be bad though. You might be you got to be careful how you trade them spirits, because you actually are leaving with something and you just became a part of that person. That person just became a part of you, because y'all just traded spirits. So you might want to check on who you fucking and who you ain't. Period. You know what I'm saying? That's how I look at it, because that's why people feel entitled, because you giving somebody something when for real you like, I don't know if I should, or ooh, but then you do, and you wonder where the attachment comes from. That spirit is on your ass.
I have a question for Kufu. So you said that when it comes to women, you just just let them out or whatnot, and you gotta get what you need. So you don't feel like lonely on the inside? Not overall. I'm just saying, like, all right, let's say for instance, have you ever had sex? And this is for all y'all. And then after you had sex, it's like nothing left. You know what I'm saying? You don't need, like, you can't even talk to her. Like, you don't even want to talk to her. It's like, bye, okay. So Kufu, like, so being a guy who just has that energy, not that it's a bad thing, but just like, I don't want no other, no connect or nothing, just that. Like, that doesn't, let me not use lonely. It doesn't get irritating. Like, what the fuck? So you could just keep having sexual intercourse or relationship with people and really have no emotional connect.
So 2 things for me, right? 1, I can compartmentalize. That's number 1. But 2, like, men and women, like, we're completely different when it comes to sex. Like, women have to have an emotional bond with a man to have first, have intercourse with him, right? But a man we can fuck day in and day out, and I give a fuck about whoever we're fucking. We just want to fuck. That's innately. I mean, that's a man's human nature. We naturally just go out to fuck. We're on offense all the time. Period. Women are on defense.
Well, I'm a king. Don't put me in the category as Kufu, y'all. Ladies.
Hey, you can not all you want to, but you playing offense every day of your life.
I want to fuck and do something else. You know what I'm saying? I don't just want to fuck.
But the one who
might
wants to do something else.
Well, hey, cool. You make it sound harsh. He said, "We just want to fuck, y'all. I'm gonna let you know."
These women be on offense, man. These women be on offense, man. Like
these alpha women that
hey, you hear me? They be on offense, man. Cool press.
Offense.
Look, cool. What you think?
They on offense. You better start checking this shit.
Oh man.
Nah, I'm talking about
everybody all the day.
That female, that female. No, you're right. You're absolutely right. But the female that's coming over, to get slutted out, She was on offense too. She knew what time it was.
Yeah, but see,
That's why she was.
here's the way I look at it, right? So, like I said, men and women are different, right? Women are on. I hate like no offense to women on it, but y'all y'all on a timetable right now. Y'all have for a certain time in your life where y'all beauty runs out, when nobody will fuck y'all. It is what it is. Men don't have that problem. I'm sorry. It is what it is. So, for instance, is it more likely for a 26-year-old guy to fuck a 50-year-old woman, or a 26-year-old woman to fuck a 50-year-old guy? Which is more likely?
A woman to fuck a 50-year-old guy.
Thank you. That proves my point right there. So,
Oh, no.
So in today's day and age, like I said, in today's day and age, everybody's like mostly hypersexualized. So the women are kind of like, if you look around, everything's being hypersexualized. Period. So you got internet prostitution. Everywhere you look, you got internet prostitution. You got Instagram. You watching male and females prostitute themselves on the internet. Is what it is. Everybody's being hypersexualized. So I mean, for me to say, like from what y'all was talking about, for me to get somebody a title, like I'm not doing that shit. Everybody's out there doing whatever the fuck they want to, and then you want to come to me and say, all right, make you my girlfriend. I'm looking
right, gotta be your
ass. A whole bunch of niggas looking at your ass on a pit. I'm like, man, get the fuck out. I'm gonna look at you like you got shit on your face. You know what I'm saying?
That
like,
makes sense.
I'm just gonna fuck you and leave you.
I can see that.
It's just like I said, it's a day and age and the time that we're in. It just doesn't make sense to give anybody a title. Men and women can't be friends. We want to fuck each other. We're not going to be friends. I'm sorry. All this friendship, like men and women who are attractive are just we're not going to be friends. We're always in the back of our head going to try and fuck each other or waiting for our opportunity to fuck each other. It is what it is. Like stop playing with these fucking words and shit, man. Like after a while,
it's so crazy because I actually have platonic friends that I actually never thought about having sex with. Who
they call you over that one time, say, "Hey, I'm trying to fuck." You has to be right over there, Jay.
I don't know. Depends on which one it is. I'm just saying.
Just prove my point right there.
I'm just saying. I never thought about it.
Well, back then, but back before us, they was having 13 for the kids. I mean, is it really us? Or did we get it from them? Because man, they was fucking back in the day. I mean, you come on, man. Let's really think about it now. Is it more freakier now because you can really see it, or was it freakier then when they could sneak and you couldn't see it? Like, let's really talk about it.
I mean, it's more taboo.
You old
20s
come on, man.
It was more taboo back then, but now it's like
you eat my pussy, and it's like
no, you just couldn't see it back then. You couldn't see it, but they
like so
yeah.
They. I mean, it's just today. I guess it's a little more. Well, I would say like kind of in like the Renaissance. It had in the speakeasies and the juke joints and things in that era. It was, again, a little more crass, a little more crude, like a little more out there. And then we got back into like that era of prohibition and things going back to, kind of being buttoned down and buttoned up. So it's not that it ever stopped, but that's when the juke joint and speakeasy, was out in the woods, and, you had to kind of go out, sneak out, whatever. But there was a bit of nuance to it before. It was like you had to kind of read between the lines. And now we're back to that era where it's just out there again. I mean, it's like history repeating itself. There's been these ebbs and flows since ancient times where you had in ancient Rome, orgies out in the middle of the night, so it's like there's ebbs and flows. So,
do y'all know that song? I think that they were more freaked out back in the day. You know what I'm saying? And this is gonna be my closing topic. And the reason I say that is because I see pictures nowadays of grandma out there with the Daisy Duke song, they coochies was hanging out the side and everything. You know what I'm saying? They went harder. And then I came across a song where I actually want to know, because I was trying to do research. I can't find out if it's true or not. But do y'all know the song that everybody dance now? What's the lyrics to that song, y'all? Just the chorus.
That is the chorus.
Okay, right. So that's the chorus. So what is?
Give me
where
the
did
music
this
and
come
something
from?
else. Yeah.
Where did this come from? Listen here. Listen now.
So y'all know the song Everybody Dance Now? Did y'all know that was the clean version? Have y'all ever heard the dirty version of this song? Listen to this shit.
See what I'm saying?
Hold on.
What?
That's my point. Point proven.
Yo, so explain that. Explain that to me.
Point proven.
One, you can tell that's not even the same voice, and there is no harmony in that chorus at all. And there's like a whole history around like that particular lady that did that chorus on the she actually it was another song because she was the voice of several different songs in the 80s.
The same lady? What's her name?
And she actually had to sue because they put in the video, they put a skinny girl in the video, and because they didn't say that she wasn't physically appealing, so they put someone else's image over her vocals. So
Steffi said it's somebody else. Man. What's her name? Is her name Martha? That's the further as I got. Am I wrong? Who is the lady who originally made that song? So it's not her?
No, because there's another 80s song that she did that not Everybody Dance Now, that's one, but there's
Don't ruin my childhood again, man.
But again, like there was a whole big controversy because she was a heavyset lady, and they put the skinny person over her vocals. Like she did vocals for like a Milli Vanilli song, and she was really popular as a studio singer in the 80s.
Yeah, that song the Everybody Dance joint was from CNC Music Factory.
CNC
Yeah.
Okay, so that's totally different. Okay, so it was like a remake or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you can tell with the tonality of the voice. She didn't have that bottom. She didn't have that, that grit, that power, and there was no harmony.
I gotta go back and listen to the original, because that original, that's a classic. I'm sorry, that is a classic. I just know that TikTok, social media in the whole is scary. I could be in my house, in my bed, and somebody will send me a picture like of me at the club freaking somebody, and I'm like, I'm at home. The shit would look real, would really make you believe that I was there. A person sent a message of me texting somebody that I've never texted, and when I say that was scary, because they for the girls that be on some crazy and you thinking that is crazy. Like, you can actually create a number and it's your number and actually create a fake thread and all that. That shit is scary. That shit is fucking scary. I don't want nothing to do with this shit nowadays. I really don't. I don't want nothing to do with it. So we are coming down to our last. Credit, you wanted to share something before we give our closing remarks? Martha. Yeah, okay, so it was Martha, and I saw Asia down there saying it too. She's about Marsha at first. Come on, girl. She liked that song that much. Let the pussy juices, let the pussy roll. That shit threw her off. You know what I'm saying? That shit threw her off. So we are coming down to our last final minute of Talk Real to Me. You know what I'm saying? Y'all could have been anywhere else in the world, but instead y'all was right here with me and Quetta tonight and the whole motherfucking gang, and I love it. Like, I really appreciate you guys. But I want to give closing remarks. I want everybody to speak their heart. This is a place where you can be your authentic self. So Kufu, if you looking for somebody to slut out tonight, let them know. We get a couple people watching tonight. Let them know. Pops, my outfits. 60, only 60 right now. I can't. Soon I'll be able to put that motherfucker price on it, and I really hope that you still gonna drop that 800 on a sweater. Slim.
I got you.
Oh, go on. We getting it. Let me start closing remarks. With you, Smoke, bro. You've been with me the last few days, man. We've been getting in the streets. Let me hear some closing remarks, man, from you.
All right, man. I just want to tell y'all, look, make sure y'all handle all y'all business. You know what I'm saying? Call and protect your loved ones, man. Make sure you keep up with It's Gorgeous Radio. Tune in to Oso_Focus on Instagram. Tune into It's Gorgeous Music. That's MU. It's not MU. It's not MUSIC. It's
Yeah, that's the crazy part. It's spelled
QUE. It's Gorgeous Music. MUSIC. Make sure y'all be on the lookout for Miss Education and Smokey the Scientist. That's Miss Education STS podcast coming to isgorgeousradio.com. Make sure y'all spread love, handle all your business, and make sure that you just loving each other, man. Cause I'm in a whole different mind space right now, and it's business time, it's go time. So whatever my brother need, I'm here for. Rest in peace to everybody I lost last.
No question. Kufu, what about you? Your closing remarks.
Oh shit! Happy Hump Day. That's about it.
Yo, Kufu, we see where your mind at. Yes, I got you. See, that's what bros
and y'all talk
do.
about me.
Right. Hey, see, look, y'all done rub dog on each other or rubbed on each other. Something done happened. We're gonna talk about that later. Is it? Kufu will hump everything. I'm like, God damn, cool. And then he gonna put you out afterward. He ain't got nothing. Just him and his dogs. He don't want to be bothered with y'all. Women ain't fucking with y'all. You know, Pops. What about you and your closing remarks?
Hey man, I just want to say it's an honor to be on here, man. I'm proud of you. I love this panel you have on here, man. They are remarkable, cool, my man.
Sure.
We
Yes,
already
sir.
know. We
Yes, sir.
already know. So man, yeah, man, keep going, man. Keep doing what you're doing, bro. The skies is the limit, man. You, your co-host, my man in the corner, man. Y'all keep doing what y'all doing, man. And anything that I can do, if it's in my will, in my power, I'm here to help and support.
Most definitely, man. I really appreciate you. Pops, most definitely have been supporting since you know me, man. It's go time. This is just the beginning. Yo, this is just the beginning. It's go time.
Yeah.
Quetta baby, she right here in the studio with me. You know what I'm saying? I got Quetta with me. You know, they be on the and they're like, damn, I wish I was there with her. I am. Motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? I am. You can't do this. I can't. You know, we in the motherfucking studio tonight. Yep. Quetta, what about you and your closing remarks?
I'm just so glad to be back.
Most definitely.
Definitely glad to see everyone, feel the energy. As always, self-care, self-love, self-acceptance. It's just don't be afraid to be you, and be authentic. I think a lot of times it's not so much the outside people that we're afraid of accepting, is that we don't give ourselves the opportunity to accept us and love us fully. Don't be afraid to stretch out, spread your wings, and be you. Be authentic.
Most definitely. Look at JP in the comments to my son.
Yeah, I know.
My way. This nigga isn't that bad. Hey, it was most definitely a pleasure to have y'all in here with us tonight. You know what I'm saying? But it is go time. Hey, could y'all hear that on y'all side?
Yeah, we here, bro.
You done fucked up. Hey, we done changed times, but that shit still crank.
They say yo so, make one for the radio, but it's flow about nothing, yeah they set it up. King running through my blood,